If your mind is full with distracting and disturbing thoughts, it's no wonder that it's difficult for you to be mindful all the time. That's why in this video, I'm gonna share with you 3 habits that contribute to these distracting thoughts appearing in your mind, and gonna give you practical steps to stop each of those habits so you have a more clear mind. Before we go through this, make sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you did, comment below I subscribed, and I do my best to reply to each of your comments. The first major habit that you need to stop, because it contributes to a mind full of distracting and disturbing thoughts, is consuming too much information. Because that's like consuming too much food. You will feel sick in your stomach. And in this case, you will feel sick in your mind. That information includes social media, reading the news, watching TV, watching movies, watching TV series, listening to audiobooks, reading books, reading blog posts, listening to podcasts, even watching YouTube videos. Because the truth is, a lot of this information out there is not relevant to you, and it's not important to you personally. But what happens if you expose your mind to all this information all the time is that your mind absorbs a lot of these informations and turns it into thought patterns. And these thought patterns keep filling up your mind, and they keep you in the mode that you're afraid you're missing out on important information, or you're afraid that you don't know enough and that you need to learn more to get to the next step in your life. I made that mistake, and I lost trust in myself that most of the things I need to know are already within me. And I was so obsessed with looking for external information to tell me what is right or wrong, to tell me what I should do next. And I completely lost my own connection to my internal guided system. So the key is not to completely stop consuming any information, but set yourself a timer when you do. For example, when I need to check something on Google, I need to look something up, or I need to read something up, I set my timer to 5, 10, or 15 minutes, and when the timer is off, I stop. And a big part that contributed to my mind becoming more clearer and more peaceful was that I completely stopped watching or reading or listening any sort of news. And what I realized is that if there's anything happening in the world that is relevant to me personally and important to me personally, I will receive the information through certain ways. So allow yourself to miss out certain information, to look inside for answers instead of looking to the outside. And you will find that your mind will be much, much clearer. The second habit that contributes to a mind full of distracting and disturbing thoughts is constantly reaching for your phone. Now, sometimes reaching for your phone is because you're consuming too much information. You want to look something up. You want to check your social media pages. So with stopping this habit, a lot of that constantly reaching for your phone is going to be eliminated as well. But another big part of constantly reaching for your phone is because receiving messages and calls from other people, and your notification bells on your phone suddenly go off. And depending on the messages you're receiving from the people that send it to you, to your phone, your mind is going to be stimulated with new thoughts. Now you need to try and figure out how to respond. You're reacting to what messages you have received, and this occupies a large part of your brain all the time. So what I did to help myself clear up space in my mind is to switch off all notifications of all apps on my phone. And you can do that on the iPhone very easily, because you just go into the settings and there is a option where it says notifications for applications, and there you can switch off all notifications for all apps on your phone. The next step I found really helpful to stop this distracting habit is to set aside a specific time for each day where I check my inboxes, where I check my messages. I know this might be difficult if you rely on instant messenger apps where people expect instant replies, but trust me, over time, those people realize and are trained that you will reply, but you will take time to reply, and you will also find that your replies might have a higher quality when you allow yourself more space. The third habit you need to stop if you want to have a clearer mind, so it's easier for you to be mindful all the time, is to stop rehearsing what other people did wrong. Stop obsessing about how other people hurt you in the past, what they did or didn't do. Sometimes we carry those stories and replay those situations in our head for days, for weeks, sometimes even years. And they occupy a large part of our mind with these distracting and disturbing thoughts. However, there is a simple solution to instantly clear up your mind. And it's simply to forgive that person unconditionally. To say to yourself, I forgive you, and hold the image of the person in your mind. Hold the situation in your mind where this person did something wrong to you, where the behavior felt not okay. And internally, you forgive them. And you do that as much as it needed until you can sense that relief. And you do that for yourself, not for the other person. Forgiveness is a big practice for self-care. And you will realize your mind will clear up space for you. Which of these 3 habits will you stop doing right now? I'd love to know. Comment below this video. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel by clicking the button in this corner. And if you did, comment below I subscribe, then I make sure to reply to each of your comments. And here's another video where I'm going to share with you a step how to be mindful all day.